Okay. Now there was a book that I was turned on to that helped me understand a little bit. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called Emotional Survival Guide, a guide to keep good people
Yep,
good.
yep, it's
A
on
guide
our,
for
shelf in the office.
Yep. So if you guys are looking for a good book, any of you first responders, this is a shield for police officers, but I also consider first responders to be like firefighter, EMS, stuff like that. You want to go ahead and try to check this out. I actually
Mm.
got this off of Amazon, and it's a shameless plug, I guess, to Amazon. So there it is. That's what it looks like. Emotional survival for law enforcement. So, anyways, but you said you have read that,
Yeah,
and is
I
that
read
like a
it
good starting
quite a
point?
while ago,
Okay.
though, like, yeah, oh, Pinpoint Behavioral Health Service, I think is the title. I'll have to double check. But that is in Cincinnati, and
Okay.
that is um, the founder, is married to, a firefighter,
Okay.
Allison. Yeah, and so they offer a lot of good, support and services there. I know they're in Cincinnati, I think, but also, in a couple other states, if my memory is serving me correctly.
All right. Cool. Cool. So, we talked about a lot of different things. We covered a lot of ground, especially
Mhm.
from your perspective. And it sounds like you got a wealth of knowledge that you're willing to share with anybody and everybody. And um, we're wondering if there's any way that we can reach out to you, anyone that may be wanting to seek help or assistance. Do you have like an Instagram, an email address, or whatever that you want to throw out there? And if so, we'll
Yeah,
go ahead and make sure we put it up during this entire video, this particular segment for sure. So.
yeah. Do you want me to share
Yeah, yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. What's your
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Instagram?
so I am only licensed in Ohio, so I can
Okay,
only work with those in Ohio.
okay,
But I accept most major insurances, as well as private pay if, someone wants to do private pay. But you can, email me at Rachel Heiser at Rutti, Rutti counseling.com. I
okay,
work for Rutti Counseling and Consultation, a small private practice in Columbus, Ohio.
okay,
Um, Not my practice. So that's my direct work email. My work number is 614-379-2311. You
okay.
can text or call me. I work Sundays through Thursdays, different hours each day. The easiest way to get in touch with me is by text or email. Um,
Awesome.
I'm able to respond much quicker that way than returning phone calls, but I do my best.
Okay, cool,
And
cool.
then my Instagram is just Rachel Heiser, MSW, LISW. And then same thing on Facebook.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that we put all that information in the description below in this video, this segment of the video for sure. But I'm gonna put those, like I said, on top so people can see and they can access it as we
Yeah.
say it, and they'll be able to see it. Now, before we wrap up, are there any projects that you're working on currently? And if so, what are
Yeah. So I'm working on finding some dates for some more support groups, specifically for the spouses. That when I have those set up, they will be on my social media. I'm also working on towards some certifications. So specific, like a certified first responder counselor certification.
you?
Um, and then I have a blog that I haven't been posting as much as I um, mean to, but so that's gonna just be a continuous project. That again, the point or the purpose of it is to um, cater to both spouses and law enforcement and kind of help bridge any that gap um, my view from both sides, clinical
Absolutely.
and as a spouse is what I mean. And then I've had this idea for a book since high school, and since I've started working with first responders, I've kind of like turned my original idea into it being specifically about first responders. So
Mhm.
that'll I don't even have like a set goal time frame of when that's
We'll
going to
be
be a
we'll be
thing.
ready when it comes out.
Yeah, but it is a goal of mine, something that I would really like to accomplish. But as of right now, my biggest focus is just making sure that any first responders or spouses who are looking for services, that will get them in as quickly as I can.
Awesome, awesome. Is there anything else going on? Like what's next, or that's pretty much it for right now?
Um, for right now, yeah. I think I do have a goal. Um, of opening my own practice,
Hmm.
specifically just for first responders and their families. And um, that should be a thing maybe within the next year or two.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that, and my husband's just like needs is trying to be very what's the tactical, I
Hmm.
guess? I don't think that's the right word I'm looking for, but, he wants to make sure we have all our T's crossed and I's dotted and,
For sure.
all the questions answered to try and avoid any hiccups, even though I know that there's always hiccups with stuff like
Yeah.
that, so but that's definitely, a project that is in the works.
Cool, cool. Well, Rachel, it's definitely been a pleasure to have you on the show this evening.
Yeah,
And I
thank you
definitely,
so much.
now I definitely thank you for working with me and taking the time out for this. And if we have any other like questions in the future about like situations that may happen with law enforcement and civilians, just to kind of give us a
Mhm,
psychological understanding,
mhm,
we will be more than happy to bring you back on to explain stuff like that.
mhm,
And this, just to help people get an understanding, kind of a perspective from both sides. But in closing, we have an acronym that we do that, military and law enforcement use a lot of acronyms. And the acronym that we have here is called HOPS. HOPS is I want everyone to train hard, train often, train properly, and train safely. All right?
yep.
Peace.